Many of these apps are from the biggest brands in the industry, the huge household names that everyone expects on their device, investing along with us in the future of the platform. And here to tell you more about that, I'd like you to welcome Vice President of Global Alliances and Business Development for BlackBerry, Marty Mallick, to the stage.
Wow. Alec is absolutely right. We have accomplished so much in this last year. If you recall, just over 1 year ago, we provided 20 developer partners alpha versions of the BlackBerry 10 tools. And we were completely elated. Just 2 weeks later, all of those partners came back with a working demo that they showed at this conference. That was the first indication that we were on the right track. And now, here we are, 1 year later, our app catalog, growing by thousands of applications each week. And nearly all of those top 1,000 brands, the brands that we talked about at our launch event back in January, they're now available on BlackBerry World. And hundreds of additional top brands around the globe are building solutions for BlackBerry 10 now. It's an absolutely amazing feat for a platform that's only been in the market for a few short months. Alec told you that we now have over 120,000 applications on BlackBerry 10. Well, you know what? That means that we now have more applications for BlackBerry 10 than we have for BlackBerry OS in just 4 months. Wow, thank you so much. You know what's also really exciting about these numbers is when we look at the top 3,000 applications. The top 3,000 applications that are on both BlackBerry OS and on BlackBerry 10, more than half of those applications are earning more on BlackBerry 10 today. And just last week, for the first time, when we compared single day-to-day revenue generated on BlackBerry 10, it surpassed the revenue for BlackBerry OS. So on a day-to-day comparison, we're making more money on BlackBerry 10 than we are on BlackBerry OS. An incredible feat, and once again, credit to all of you and the great applications. Okay, I'll clap for you every time. One of the things, though, to mention is that it's not only about the numbers. It's really about what these numbers represent. It represents it's the increased investment by our partners, our developers, our community. We're seeing our developers incorporate the BlackBerry 10 unique platform capabilities in their apps to help them stand out. I'm going to highlight some examples, starting with gaming. So as we all know, the gaming category, it's very, very competitive, regardless of the platform. Success is predicated on the awareness and ease of discovery of the applications themselves. BlackBerry 10, it helps us solve this challenge using things like NFC, BBM, and the BlackBerry 10 Games app. Sharing games and app this way is essentially as effective as giving a personal recommendation. Let's take Mallick. Mallick is making it easier than ever to start a new Texas Hold'em game or to share a game by using NFC. You simply tap 2 devices together, and off you go. Or if you want to start a multiplayer game, you can use BBM groups. Another example is Rovio. They're expanding the feature set of their Angry Birds franchise on BlackBerry 10 by integrating the Score Loop APIs to offer leaderboards and achievement awards. So that's games. Let's switch gears. Moog, a long-time iconic brand in the music industry. Their synthesizers are used by major artists worldwide. Moog is their first major step into the software and mobile music market. And now this great synthesizer is available on the BlackBerry 10 platform. I'd like to invite Moog's Senior Marketing and Brand Manager, Emmy Parker, and Technical Project Manager, Amos Gaines, to join me. Hey, good to see you, Amos. Hey, great to have you guys here.
Great to be here.
So, absolutely exciting to have Moog on the platform. I think most people here know about Moog, but maybe it'd be great to just tell us a little bit more about your company, your mobile strategy.
Okay. You guys may know Moog Music, started by Dr. Bob Moog in 1954, actually. So we've been making analog synthesizers since the 60s, but everyone knows in 1970 pretty much when the Mini Moog was introduced. It was the first portable synthesizer. So we introduced Animoog a couple of years ago and have had great success with it. But recently, we started working with your Cascades team, and we're very excited to take Animoog to new heights with the help of BlackBerry.
Perfect. Well, one of the things that we're really excited about is the experience you're able to deliver, and that you selected BlackBerry as a top 2 platform. You know, the application's not available everywhere.
Yeah, no, for us, we decided to partner with you guys as a second platform for Animoog because of the connection that we've had with the Cascades team. That's what was really important to us, because we have the ability to make tools for artists that allow them to express themselves creatively in ways on BB10 that we can't do on other platforms.
Can we get into some depth maybe about some of those things that you've done in the application from the technology perspective?
Well, absolutely. What really appealed to us with the BlackBerry 10 platform was that you had this really good combination of a very powerful hardware platform. It has a very good array of inbuilt sensors, which is what powers the ability to connect to the user. It gives you more ways to really get in there and interact musically with the device. And if you combine those things with just the incredible support and connection that we've had with the BlackBerry team, the whole team at Moog Music has just been energized and invigorated to work with you guys. And we feel like the BlackBerry 10 offers us a lot of potential now and moving forward to bring real creative music possibility to the mobile users in the BlackBerry.
That's awesome to hear. We obviously take a lot of pride in the platform, but it's great to see these types of solutions come to the platform. Both of you talked about creativity, in terms of the experience. Is there something about the BlackBerry users as well that are key to this business partnership?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a lot of BlackBerry users at the Moog factory, but the key for us, of course, is that we sell instruments to the top musicians in the world, and those musicians are very serious about getting stuff done. They are a very productive group of people. They have really high expectations for their experience with our tools. So for us, BlackBerry is the right fit. Our customers are BlackBerry users.
Makes a lot of sense. BlackBerry users, people of action. They want to get things done, very creative. That's perfect. So we've got a bunch of people here. How can they kind of learn more about Moog, get their hands on the app?
Well, we're going to be announcing Thursday morning that Animoog's going to be in BlackBerry World for 99 cents, which is about 90% off of its $9.99 typical street price. So you're going to have about a week until May 23rd, which is actually Bob Moog's birthday, to grab that app at 99 cents. So I really encourage all of you to go ahead and do that. Animoog is an amazing experience. It's a high-powered synthesizer. I think you'll find that even if you're not a professional musician, you will have way too much fun with this thing. It will lower your productivity at work. It's a great babysitter for your kids, so.
Fantastic. What a great birthday present from Bob to all of us.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. We really look forward to continuing to innovate with you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
So one thing, I think there's one common theme and one point that we should all be very clear about is that Moog is working with BlackBerry and has chose BlackBerry as a lead platform because of the characteristics of our customers. They're engaged, active people. They use their apps to get things done. Those are qualities that are attractive to our app partners across all the categories. It doesn't matter if you're making music, playing games, or doing business. Now, 3 examples: Harmony, Bloomberg, and Ricoh. All of these are business applications, and they're building unique, differentiated, native Cascades applications on BlackBerry 10. And they're taking advantage of those BlackBerry frameworks as part of that core experience. So to give you an example, Harmony for SharePoint. It uses our Share framework to simplify document exchange and collaboration. Bloomberg is integrating alerts directly into the hub, making market updates show up during the active frames to drive ongoing engagement. And Ricoh is taking advantage of the invocation framework, making it dead simple to print any document to the cloud, the public cloud, or on-premise printers. Look at one more enterprise example in a little bit more detail. SAP, a $20 billion company and a leader in mobile applications. BlackBerry is working with SAP on a number of initiatives, And to discuss those, I would like to welcome the Director of Finance Solutions and Mobility from SAP, Pete Graham.
Good to see you again.
Pete, thank you so much for being here.
Sure, good to be here.
Absolutely great. I think everybody here has probably heard about SAP, I've guessed. But they may not know of all of the great things you're doing, though, in mobility.
Okay.
If you can maybe
Sure, I mean, we're
enlighten
the
us.
largest provider of business application software in the world. My specialty is in the mobile, is actually in the finance area. And that's a great corporate liable market for BlackBerry. But it's also, SAP has been mobilizing applications, I think, now over 10 years. And what we like to do is look at not only people as they work in the office, but also near their office. Right now with the mobile revolution, people can now work in the office, near the office with their mobile device, as well as out of the office, obviously at home and on the go. So we have a mobile platform, SAP mobile platform that's very capable, and we've got thousands of users on it. And in the financial area that I'm most interested in, we probably have over 30,000 core customers. So.
Wow. That's amazing. And I know on the mobile platform side, that's one of the offerings that you've brought to BlackBerry 10 to help third-party developers, like everybody here, to build mobile SAP applications on BlackBerry 10.
Yeah, in fact, we have our mobile platform. There's a web service that allows you to build HTML5 apps, and it's worked very nicely on the BlackBerry 10 platform. And we actually have a couple examples of that we actually just released to the App Store yesterday.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, let's talk about HTML5 for a little bit.
Sure.
Because SAP was an early, I'd say, adopter and really kind of breaking new ground in the HTML5 space before I think a lot of enterprises kind of started heading in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on HTML5 a couple years ago, and last year at the Jam with Mallick, I actually gave a quick demo on some of our capabilities. And we think it's a great tool. You'll see a lot more about HTML5 and SAP going forward. The apps that we built on BlackBerry 10 are all HTML5, and we think they give a great user experience. That's one of the things at SAP that we like to do, is really focus on that user experience. So we've spent a lot of time on that. And we think the HTML5 technology is actually getting quite good at being able to deliver near native usability and user experiences.
Absolutely. So one of the applications that's built on the SAP mobile platform is the SAP CFO Vantage application.
Yes.
Available exclusively on BlackBerry 10, correct?
Yes, first on BlackBerry 10. This is an app that we target for the Office of the CFO. As we looked at our application portfolio over the last year, we noticed that we had a lot of different apps. They have chore apps, like you can do your timesheet or you can do your travel receipt capture. But we really didn't have an app for the Office of the CFO. So we did a little bit of research. We worked collaboratively with the BlackBerry team. And we think we found a pretty good combination that we're very interested to bring to market. So.
Perfect. Well, we showed a few screenshots here for everybody to see. It's a great-looking application. Can't wait to use it and actually see some of the other great apps you guys are bringing. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
Enjoy the rest of the BB Live.
Thanks, Pete. Thank you very much. So what does this all mean? If you're an enterprise developer, you need to be building applications on BlackBerry 10. In addition to a great application platform, we provide enterprise-class reliability, security, including behind-the-firewall connectivity, as well as cross-platform application management. These are all requirements for enterprise deployments, and nobody does it better than BlackBerry. Also worth noting is that in all of these examples, mobility is a primary innovation driver. New features, new experiences, they're being built for mobile first. Another great example of this is Maxim. Video is a very important part of the mobile strategy. And with BlackBerry 10, they're delivering a best-in-class video experience that far surpasses their desktop experience. One further example is the Guardian newspaper. So the Guardian has a built-for-BlackBerry 5-star application on BlackBerry World. This application is built in cascades. It leverages active frames to drive repeated engagement to their content. One of the really great things they're experiencing is that this application is attracting new customers to the Guardian. So the application is driving their core business. Now, worth mentioning, despite all of the successes that we have on the platform, including those I've just talked about, not every company is at a stage where they're able to build a native application for BlackBerry. Sometimes the timing's not right. Sometimes resources aren't available. But most of the time, they still want to participate in the success of the platform. the users that we have, those great audience engaged with the applications. For these partners, our Android runtime is a great on-ramp to BlackBerry 10. Our next guest, Songza, illustrates this approach. I'd like to invite the co-founder and chief content officer of Songza, Eric Davich.
How you doing?
Hey, Eric. Great to have you here.
Great to be here.
So Songza, it's become an absolute phenomenon in the music space. Can you give us a little bit of background on Songza and your strategy around mobile?
Sure. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Songza, we're a free streaming music service that takes into consideration the time of the day of the week, and the device that you're using to deliver you the perfect, expertly curated soundtrack for what you're doing. We launched the Music Concierge service in March of 2012. A few weeks ago, we announced that in March of 2013, we had 4.7 million people in the United States and Canada using Songza that month.
Those are amazing numbers, from 0 to 4.7 million in 12 months. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Android. So why Android first? You know, you looked at BlackBerry and you brought your Android application out right at launch, actually. Give us some insight into how that came about.
So we had a lot of BlackBerry owners using Songza on our website, and we had a lot of demand from a very engaged BlackBerry audience to get on to the BlackBerry platform. So we found a great opportunity to help those users get Songza and take it with them right away by porting our Android app onto BlackBerry this past January.
So then what compelled you now to take the next step to build a native application?
Sure. Well, the engagement has been really great. Some of our most engaged users are BlackBerry owners. And we want to be able to provide the best-in-class user experience that we can on every device.
So you're moving to native to essentially reward those users with a better experience, which is fantastic. As you look at native, what are some of the things, from a platform perspective, that you look forward to implementing in the native version of Songza?
Sure. Well, we're currently in the brainstorming phases of what will be our native app for BlackBerry. The first thing that we want to do, since music is inherently social, we want to leverage BBM so that you can share your favorite musical moments with friends and loved ones and make a frictionless sharing experience.
Perfect.
And then beyond that, we also want to see what we can do to tap into NFC to help our brand partners better reach consumers at brick and mortar locations.
You know, I love that you're looking at the platform and really, taking a deep look at how can you leverage some of these unique capabilities to drive your business forward. It really results in the most compelling applications on the platform. So thank you very much for being here. Absolute pleasure, and I really look forward to the native application.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Eric.
See you later.
So this is a really great example of our Android strategy coming to fruition. Allowing partners to participate in the success of the platform and then update their application to a native application when the timing is right. We have amazing app momentum. Developers see the opportunity and they're increasing their investment on BlackBerry, and it's paying off. This is the same opportunity that's available to every one of you. And you can count on BlackBerry to help you make it happen. Thank you very much.